Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 and welcome to another COH2 replay. This is a 4v4 on Leglise. Apparently you guys, I love how people are like, Greyshot, do 4v4s. Alright, do a 4v4. Hey Greyshot, do 1v1 or 2v2s. I do that. And then I get on those the complete opposite where it's like, Greyshot, why do you even do 4v4s? It's so clustered. Or Greyshot, why do you 1v1s? There's not enough action. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But in any case, I always just like those comments that just popped up. So yeah, anyway, a 4v4 on Leglise. We have Ollie, Atli, Terra, and Gamer. Let's double check their ranks real quick. Wow, okay. Decent ranks. And then we have Azriel, Sisu, Nova, and Avaloron? Aval. We'll just call him Aval. But in any case, these guys, nice little match of 3 OKW and a Vermont versus 3 Soviet and an American. No British, should be very interesting. Already grabbing, the Germans are already grabbing mid. Very nice. But in any case, you want to make sure if you submit your replay, do so via my Gmail or Facebook. And also, I want to give a special shout out to Ace, Tim, Leo, Nick, Joey, and also Lobo. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock. They're my Patreon supporters, and they help support me. If you want to do so, just like, subscribe, and that helps me a ton. Seriously. But if you want to go one step further, you can check out my Patreon or even my t-shirts, which I now have. Again, links down below. And finally, I want to give a special shout out to Sean and simply say, go fuck yourself. And why? Shogun 2. That's all I need to say. That's all that I need to say. Greyshot, do Shogun 2. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. I will completely destroy you non-stop over and over and over again every campaign you do it. No, it'll be fine. No, seriously. If you want to just go bash your head and play Sean in Shogun 2, apparently he is really, really good. Any case, Certain Pioneer's doing a damn good job at pushing up. And again, I kind of just wanted to give a wait to see how things turn out. But yeah, it looks like Germans are doing a heck of a job at not only holding mid, but advancing. Right-hand side, though, it looks like we have over here Gamer, who went Armor Company. Oh, my God. Mixed on Armor Company, and he already lost multiple units. So he's doing great, and I'm already seeing, again, I hate Armor Company. Well, I don't hate, I dislike it a lot because of its abilities, and I just don't think it's that powerful. Nova, let's see, went first in Doctrines, so not nice supportive and anti-infantry abilities, very cool. We have Soviet Shock Army, which allows for a lot of heavy infantry, upgraded conscripts, long-range artillery, and airstrikes. They can be shot down by AA for making for just great WTF moments. MG moving on up, but I feel like this Volk Squad's going to get in the building first and just overwhelm it. Now, they could get in this building. That's fine. But if this Volk Squad could also, like, jump out and throw a fire grenade, they would have that thing pinned. Do you have... I mean, you have enough munitions for it. Now would be the time before they in place, but alas, it in place. So, it's going to be a little bit harder to uproot that unit. On the far left, we have, Aval, which seems to be locking down his fuel and star respectively. And on the right, again, Sisu is doing the exact same thing. So it's going to be very difficult for the Allies to break through. And actually, I see the same doctrine between Terra and Ollie. That's a big no-no in my book. Never pick the same doctrine. Things do not end well. Meanwhile, we have Stern Pioneers pulling back. Well, conscripts just overwhelming them. Yeah. MG still holding this location. And if they can knock out this Volk Squad, that would kind of help them out. Oh, there's a flame. That was a good upgrade choice because, again, the flamethrower will burn them right out. And the Volk Squad's going to have to be forced to retreat. Stern Pioneers still holding down the sector. They did lose a Kubel, but they're decommissioning it for some fuel. Some much-needed resources. Let's see, down here we have a medical building, so it looks like the Axis are going to try to keep the fight going as long as possible. As long as they have the fuel and the stars, they're going to put a lot of pressure on the Allies. But the Allies are doing one thing. They're at least capturing a large amount of territory, which is helping overcome that fuel disadvantage they are currently having. Not by a lot, mind you. The Allies still are lacking by half, but at least they're winning in munitions by having the church. So, good job. The church area and this area over here, both are munition points. You control them. You're looking at a lot of nice upgrades for your men. Oh boy. So we have a nice defensive line over here. But conscripts pushing on in. Looks like Ollie is going mostly conscripts. Atlee is also going a lot of conscripts as well. Do you have upgrades? No, you don't. Ollie, do you have upgrades? Do neither of these guys have up? Okay, there we go. He just got them. Field Infirmary. And some AT grenades, which is not a bad idea because you don't know when that armor could be coming around the corner. Storm Pioneers pushing back those conscripts, trying to get the kill, but alas, not able to. But they're going to pull back to the medical building to heal up. Because right now this both has the field medics, or will have, and the Storm Pioneer squad can also just reinforce men. So that thing should be back up. But alas, what's this? He decapped the territory. Which means what exactly? Well, that's going to put a delay on that for a moment. That being said, Storm Pioneers seem to be overwhelming the conscripts, pushing them back, allowing for them to recapture the territory. Maybe kill the unit? Nope. Just barely not able to. And with that, oh no, dude, you want to co-capture that. There we go. He realized, like, oh shoot. But nice job over here. At least they have this point locked down. Germans still have mid under their control. And this guy on the right, very unsure what he's doing. He has an ambulance. He has a rifleman squad. I swear I thought he was getting re-echelon, so that probably died. And his assault grunts. I'm assuming. Hold on, let me double check. No, okay, hold on. How many hours do you have before I make anything, Mr. Dodgy? Okay, so you haven't played Company of Heroes 2 in a while. That's great. Alright, so let's click on games. Company of Heroes 2. You've played this game for 500 hours. Okay, so you have no excuse. You're just having a bad game. Like, I've played Shogun 2 for probably, like, 15 hours. So it's like, I can use that excuse like, I'm sorry, I don't know this game as much as Sean, who's played this game for hundreds of hours. But you've played this game for close to 500. You should at least have a basic idea of this. You've essentially taken, like, a full... And hopefully I'm getting this correct, like a year's worth of college courses just in COH2 with the amount of time you spend in here. So you should know basic tactics and whatnot, is what I'm saying. You should know that. Anyway, conscripts are trying to take point. They don't have Molotov cocktail or anything. They're just trying to decap it, but it looks like he's rushing the Storm Pioneer squads and Volk squads to stop that from happening. Barely able to get in there and stop the decap, but it worked like a charm. Fortunately, mid seems to be a large attack going on with some penal troops coming on the flank, but they did place some mines, so that could be a big issue. Looks like he's trying to go around. We have a mechanized building also going down, and Volk squad's moving on up. So it looks like this squad should be pushed back. We have, all the infiltration grenades going out. And that seemed to do quite a bit. He did throw a satchel charge, but alas, it missed. Again, very good timing on the support gun, managed to get that thing away. Here's a medical building right here, so they could easily reinforce. And the penal squad's pushed back. Once again, very close to dying. Just literally, like, on the edge of death, and somehow they managed to win. Volk squad's pushing on in, doing a flanking maneuver on the conscripts. Looks like they're trying to overwhelm them to stop their advance, and seems to be working out pretty damn well. Lots of, well, yep, there we go, fire grenade going out. I thought I was going to throw infiltration grenades. I'm like, wait, nope, wrong guy. Wait a second, hold on. Who's this? Alval. Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely wrong guy. He does have a lot of vetted troops, I'll give him that. Oh, fire grenade going on the cover. Push him back out. This 2-star Volk squad should be able to overwhelm this conscript squad. So, very nice job on that. They haven't recaptured the command point, but doesn't matter, as the Axis have both command points. So, what are the Allies going to do? They did put a fuel cache down, and they put a fuel cache down over here, so they have 2. So, right now, that's kind of helping out and keeping them just shy of half of the fuel income as the other team, but looks like the Axis are catching up on in terms of munitions, and actually the Axis are also pulling down caches of their own. Oh boy, you're gonna want to retreat. Never mind. Well, that goes a very important unit for you. Volk squad's gonna try to hold, but with those PPSH equipped troops, Atlee is going to hold that point for as long as he can, and should be for quite some time. He has AT grenades. It looks like we have an MG in that building, but unfortunately with no Molotov cocktail, I'm kind of surprised at what they're gonna do. And again, you could say, oh, Greyshot, what do you mean by that? Well, usually you want the Molotov cocktail to burn the enemy out, and he's not getting the upgrade for it, which is in my opinion, I swear to God, did all 3 of them go the same? All 3 of them picked the same damn doctrine. So expect lots of shock troops, close range conscripts, and if they get one anti-air gun, they're going to be shooting down planes left and right across this map. Should be very interesting indeed. So I'm expecting a lot of heavy mortars being deployed. And then we already got 2. Let's see. What about the rest of the guys? I'm assuming heavy mortar? Nope. No. Yep. We have a heavy mortar on the left. And we have another one. Wait, hold on. Wait. Who am I missing? Nope, he has one back at base. Okay, so yeah, we have a decent amount of heavy mortars on the field right now. Fortunately, that mortar... Oh boy, he got pushed back. We have a Stuart being deployed to fight the Lukes. Oh, flanking maneuver right into the satchel, and yeah, say goodbye. Oh, that poor unit. That poor unit. That was a great maneuver, pushing back with one force right into the claws of another. So, nice job in that regard. And right now, the Axis need to bring up more infantry to kind of hold this point. But they're so far doing rather well, I would say. Not amazing, but they're doing okay. Satchel charge going out. He's going to retreat. Should be relatively fine. Wow, that was less oomph. I feel like the satchel charge may have been impacted a bit. Meanwhile, I'm currently... my cat came over to say hello. So that's awesome to see. She's very interested in COH2. Either that or she put her toy somewhere and she wants me to throw it. One of the two, I hope. Hope it's the former. But in any case, Stuart pushing on up with riflemen equipped with a flamethrower and looks like a bazooka, managing to hold the point with conscripts and penal troops holding the back. We have rear echelon also keeping the engagement going up to in the front. Looks like they're being pushed back because, again, it's like we were really low on health and we really don't want to lose another unit. So there's that. At least Gamer came up to support with his Stuart because, well, let's just say this. On the right-hand side, he wasn't doing well. So at least he came over to help mid. He's like, I'm not going to keep wasting my time over there. That being said, even though this guy, you could say, well, Greyshot, he's not moving. And that's a really bad bunker placement because, again, Fog of War, this area can kind of make this thing harder. It makes this area hard to see for it. So, I don't know. Let's see. Ezreal went special operations, so infantry support plus Panther, or armor support with a really, really good armored unit. We have festing support, so a lot of artillery abilities, and Avaloran has yet to pick anything. But again, he's making this like a good staging position, but I feel like he needs to start he should be saying, oh, he has. Okay, he's sending his additional equipment to mid. But as long as he keeps having those resources under his control and can kind of like booby trap this area, he should be fine. He shouldn't put a fuel cache here. He should not, absolutely. It's way too close to the front line. But if he can... Oh, god damn it. He's going to lose 250 manpower off that easily. Because, again, they have a tank right here that can come over and blow it up. What he should have done, honestly, is put down right here, put down like a teller mine, that way it blows up light vehicles, and put an S minefield at this location. I know he doesn't have a ton of munitions right now, but that would have seriously hampered the enemy in their supply chain and whatnot if they wanted to come over here and attack. Kind of like lay an ambush position like here at this choke point, because most likely when they leave the base, they're going to come up this path and come up this way. Meanwhile, it looks like the allies are pushing up here. We have Panzer headquarters and then not a terrible spot, but not amazing. Stuart managed to knock out this headquarters building. Looks like over here we have, who is this again? Nova trying to put up a defensive line, but the shock troops are trying to bust on through. Fortunately, he should retreat. I know they're trying to pull back to heal, but that's a bad move. He should honestly just retreat. If you can't fight shock troops with one guy, now, okay, with the Storm Pioneer squad, maybe. But, yeah, okay, no, it looks like he's going to win. But, yeah, you should have just honestly retreated. Now it looks like they're having a lot of issues. Luckily, the mobile mortar hatchracks are kind of helping in, just kind of moving in where they need to. Unfortunately, this heavy mortar is having some issues. We do have some mobile Sudan moving in with the STG-44, so that should be enough in terms of firepower to push back a lot of this infantry. Let's see. He is blobbing a little bit, but at least he has a Panther at the 14-minute mark, so that's a decent accomplishment for himself. So, nice job. Again, it's probably from the insane amount of fuel the Allies are currently... I'm sorry, the Axis are currently getting. Again, Sisu should probably have a Panzer IV up by now, or an Oswin, something in terms of armor to help out. Let's see. The Allies kind of have like lighter to medium armor coming up, but it's still going to be a while before they can deploy some serious units. Riflemen still holding mid. But right now, how's it going right now for the Axis? Well, again, kind of just show you how things are. They do have like a lot of mortars coming into dislodging their headquarter buildings, and a lot of their infantry are being pushed back. They're not really able to keep the frontline battles going. Looks like this guy got hit with some type of mine or AT grenade or something. There's a man just floating right there, which is also kind of astounding. Also, Don probably got overwhelmed by something, assuming just mortar fire and just frontline troops. Stewart trying to go in, trying to get the kill. Not a bad idea. Maybe knock out the mortar. The problem is the headquarters right here, which will do quite a lot versus that light armored unit. So yeah, keep that half track there, so it just keeps the Stewart there, and then the Panzer headquarters can just murder it. The flak gun will penetrate, and it will destroy you. But no, the problem with also is just like, since they're going the exact same thing, again, it's going to be, if their strategy works in just heavy infantry, heavy mortars, and conscript infantry, then they might be fine. But if the enemy can get enough armor to like deal with all of that, because none of this deals with anti-tank, then they're going to have some serious trouble. But it just depends. Nova right now looks like he has all 3 buildings out, so I'm assuming what he was going to bring out is King Tiger. If he brings out a King, I don't care how many 120 mortars you're going to bring out. That's going to be a pain. Now, nice job with the mines and such like that, and again, the demo's an okay idea, but if he can easily walk into it. If he's not paying attention, great, but if he is, yeah, you're going to be running into some major trouble. Looks like the Soviet player, Ollie, is trying to launch another assault on the left. Conscripts from his player, Atlee. And I think these two are friends, are coming into support. They're trying to double team the left side to take it because they realize the right is not most likely a place they want to go. Though it looks like Terra is trying to push on the right as well. And looks like he's using artillery to bring down some of the buildings. Unsure why. He is mining this area, so I guess he's trying to make sure that he doesn't get flanked. Not a bad suggestion. Once again, mine here or back here probably if we keep out of sight. I also love how he's mining right in front of the mortar half track. So yeah, it's just going to open fire and detonate the mortar. So the mortar's going to detonate the mine. So yeah, we have a lot of mines going in mid. Okay, so it looks like they're trying to just mine everything up to hold it. We have so many mines. Look at all these mines over here, over here. Okay. We'll see if the axes actually fall for it. I'm assuming they're smart enough to get minesweepers, but hell, GTA rarely gets minesweepers, so I don't know. Could work. I love this half track. It's finally coming in, just like trying to push back that infantry. It's like, god damn it. With my last breath, I'm gonna try to do something. Oh, there it goes. Oh boy. MG right here, and I'm assuming they're gonna retreat. All right. Sure, why not? Conscripts getting the left-hand side. They're getting now the mechanized armor campagna, so expect some heavier armor being deployed. With everything they currently see, I'm assuming they'll get, yep, an Su-85, because they need to counter the Panther with something. That being said, we do have a Panther being deployed from Nova, who I thought was going to go something a little different. Well, they all pretty much have the buildings out, so either any one of them could go King Tiger if they truly wanted to. Sisu, again, the Vermont player, has a ton of manpower. He should probably get more men, like more actual frontline troops, and kind of help out, because right now he's kind of doing a little bit of like a hit and run type setup over here, and that's fine. Nice job detonating the demo, by the way, but he should probably get more men, because I see a big charge coming with all this infantry, and he doesn't have a ton of men to hold that back. If anything, he'll be lucky if the mortars hit it, or maybe they get hit by a random mine or something, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. This is actually a decent anti-tank force with the Panzer Strike and the PTRS rifles, and like I said, even though technically, yeah, he got a little bit of fuel for the time being, that's still probably going to be a waste of 250 manpower, because they're just going to fire at you for a few seconds and not neutralize it. Left-hand side, we have another major battle going on. Sodan trying to hold out. Looks like, yeah, he's just going heavy infantry. And it's helping. It's mowing down a lot of the men. Sodan just laying into them. Fortunately, the double mortar could be very costly if they start hitting these Sodan and bringing them down. AT gun on standby. If they can neutralize that, the Panther would literally... Oh, nope. They have a second one. And an Su-85. So, I cancel that. They should probably focus on the MG then. And that way they can bring up additional infantry. Sodan rushing up. Most likely neutralize the AT gun. Looks like it's doing okay. They're stopping up. Conscripts kind of rushing up. They might be able to save the AT gun and reinforce it if need be to kind of keep that thing afloat. Panther is still on standby, but focusing on armor, so it's not really hitting anything. AT grenade going out, so that should pin it. And the other AT guns might be able to keep firing on it for at least a decent amount of time. Panther pulling back. And looks like the Soviets are launching an assault. Will they be able to keep up their momentum? It's anyone's guess. But Sturm Pioneers coming in for the flank. I didn't even see them. And doing a heck of a job. So very nice job on that part, at least. Causing a bit of damage to the Su-85, just slowly pushing that thing back. Although we have another Su-85 on standby. So once again, it looks like these two are coordinating with each other and seem to be doing a fairly decent job. This should not have been pushing. Yeah, fun fact, don't push up a barely alive Panther. Because then that stuff happens, and you end up losing it and wasting your time. When in actuality, you could have saved it. On the right-hand side, we have another Panther, but Nova literally has no men. So, I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. And then we have this guy on the right who still probably has a ton of manpower, right? No, he's actually getting Panzerwerfers. So, it looks like he's trying to counter-artillery the enemy. Which could work. Okay, in this scenario, definitely did work. Looks like they're able to neutralize one of the heavier mortars. No, it's still able to retreat. Okay, cool. Looks like with the mechanized building... Wait, did they get the upgrade? No, they didn't yet. Okay, they probably used Sturm Pioneers then. They're able to get their men back up. Looks like no King Tiger. They're going more Stuka, which I'm actually a little bit surprised. I figured they would try to get one guy with the King just to have something to counteract the enemy in terms of the... everything they have. Because as you can see, they have a ton of AT from right there. And now we have a Sturmovik strike coming in. But no AA. Well, except for the, again, the half track. We could possibly shoot it down. But that thing is a little bit harder to hit those things. So it's still going to be kind of annoying. Let me guess, another Sturmovik strike. Oh, of course. We have all the planes. We have so many planes now going overhead. The German infantry's like, yeah, we need to fall back because they're just going to keep strafing us. Speaking of which, they seem to be doing just that. God damn. Soviet Air Force is in full swing this game. Which is actually kind of funny they retreated because that just let the Su-85s and all their infantry now roll up. Because now they don't have to worry. And the Panthers won't do much against this, so it should be relatively fine. Panthers, I guess, trying to stay back and heal, but with mechanized under fire, that's simply not going to be the case. Left-hand side, he did mine it up. I'll give him that, but once again, the Sherman's just walking on through. He should have like an AT gun or something, kind of lying in wait, opening fire, especially because he knows it's going on there. So right now, we just have a camper on the left, and his units aren't really doing all that much. I love how he's getting an AT gun because he probably sees this, but he won't deploy his current AT gun in infantry to counteract that thing. All he needs to do is literally put the Grenadier Squad here, or like in some cover to see, and then use the pack gun open fire. Panthers are on standby. We have Stuka coming down, but missing the target entirely. So, yeah, not good on that part. Terra, how you doing? You still have all your infantry. Now you have a howitzer being made. And that one looks like it's just kind of focusing in mid. Still demos in mid, which you've placed next to mines on standby. You still have this Panther over here, and it looks like he's trying to get more men, but kind of really low on manpower, so it's going to take some time. Meanwhile, let's double check Atla. And again, these two guys have been doing a damn fine job of pushing back on the right, and at least taking over this territory. Unfortunately, though, it looks like the Panthers are still doing some work and knocking out some armor, but they still have at least one Su-85 remaining. So they just need to get that healed up so they can neutralize some of these bases, which would be extremely helpful just dislodging the OKW, because right now it looks like the OKW have been firmly displaced out of mid and the right-hand side. It's just the left that's going to be the biggest deal. But right now this guy is pretty much camping with all his men, has enough mines. I'm assuming he should be fine, but we'll see. And things can change very easily. Speaking of which, penal troops rolling on up. The MG still firing though, so it can still do a decent amount of damage, but unfortunately with that penal charge, or satchel charge I should say, the Panther is definitely a goner. And there goes Nova. So there goes another player. So really the Germans are on defense right now. Because we look at their army size, they're what, at 50 here, and then two guys at 80, so they actually have a decent amount of men. And then the Allies have been gaining, but the Germans are still pretty damn close. right now. We have a Stuka bomb coming in. Not really hitting a lot. Did a little bit of damage to the AT gun, but once again, kind of missing. I love how he's like, yes, let's fire with our PPSHs against this building, and it's doing absolutely nothing. Like, maybe just a hair, but you'd be better off just keeping them in front to make sure the infantry don't come up, and just have the AT gun just keep firing. So at least, again, he knocked out the medical truck, so that's going to stop the reinforcement rate. But, yep, here come the Panzerwerfers, so... let's see, anything? Okay, so we knocked out one AT gun and at least kind of like suspended operations for the mortar for a brief time. But they're still hitting this, so I don't know, maybe focusing on that AT gun might have been a little better. We also have a T-34 being deployed in mid. We have Stuka coming down. This could be a good hit. I'm assuming that's what he's hitting. Let's see. Kind of hitting everything, which worked out. Knocked out the mortar. Knocked out the AT gun. So, overall, pretty good. Pretty good. Well, I don't know how that mortar's not decrewed right now. Really? One guy? Why is it one guy? Usually when a squad is at one guy, they how do I put this in the best way possible? They just scatter. Huh. Either that's a glitch with other mortars, or the 120 is just acting very differently. And also, this is a very bad idea. This is just simply a bad idea, because one rocket barrage, that's all it would take. One rocket barrage would come in and just neutralize all this. Also, Starving Strike coming in, pushing back the infantry. Might be enough to kill that Opus Sedan squad. Yep, there it goes. I was like, maybe it's enough. Nope, definitely enough. There's the King Tiger that I was talking about. So Aval finally got it. And if he can push up, maybe. But right now, all these conscripts with AT grenades and all the tank destroyers, I mean, very unlikely that a simple tank assault's going to work. He's going to need to bring in infantry and pretty much everything he can. Left-hand side, slowly but surely, gamers like, I'm just going to test this area out and see if I can advance. And so far, it's kind of working. Oh, good. He finally moves over the AT gun. And the Sherman's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm just going to keep on going. God damn. Wow, okay, that was a good explosive shot. It's like, okay, we're pulling these guys down. Now let's keep on going, man. And he's just going around the mine. What the hell? This guy sucks. And looks like the mortar half-tracks got overwhelmed by a single T-34. And there's a Tiger and a Panther right here. Oh my god. I love how the Germans literally fumbled the ball. They had all 3 points down. Everything was under their control. And somehow they can't even, like... Okay, I get losing one. But how the fuck do you just, like, throw everything away that much? Meanwhile, S-285 just sniping the armor as they do. This more half-track is just causing a major pathfinding issue. And the Tiger's like, there's like probably a guy in that Tiger screaming, "Move out of the fucking way, you jackass!" And of course, you have the guy inside the half-track saying, "What did he say, Fritz?" "Han, I think he said stay put. Keep helping. Load the mortar." God damn it. Anyway, unfortunately, from that thing sticking there, the conscript's able to throw an AT grenade and neutralize it. S-285 like, cool, they're still there. I can keep hitting them. Unfortunately, a nice bounce. So, yeah. Holy shit. Oh my god. The Soviet Air Force is like, "I got this, King." And just misses it barely. You know, there's a guy who wants to get it screaming in there like, "What the fuck? I'm done. We're getting out of here." Which is actually, fun fact, they was it the Germans left in L'Église because they ran out of fuel at this point? Well, I think that's what the intro crawl says, which is hilarious. It's like, but to be fair, I think one of the key objectives of the battle was for the Germans to capture major fuel supplies so they can keep funding their war effort. But alas, they just ran out, so they sucked. Hey, you have it. Oh my god, you have a howitzer. Okay, congratulations, you have a howitzer opening fire here. Just to play a recon, ask this Arzel to put it. Like, these guys have no coordination at all, and are just doing whatever. And Germans are slowly being pushed back. This is just a catastrophe of a game. Looks like the Allies are just gonna reinforce at this point. Plane just crashed over here. Once again, that guy's in the building was like, holy mackerel, look how close that plane got to murdering us. Literally, if the plane just would have banked it a little to the right, just a little bit. Anyway, artillery's coming in trying to hit the Stern Pioneers, and Actually, might even knock out the Stuka if he actually gets another hit or two on it. Nope. Oh, barely. Barely missing it. Oh, now the Stuka's like, maybe I should pull back. Yeah, I feel like these guys just don't, like, I don't know. Very weird. Oh, looks like the Sherman died from the Panther, so finally this guy's going on the offensive. He's just been saving fuel. So right now, this guy could literally come around and do a ton of damage to this guy. Like, he can come around, knock out the Su-85, capture all these points. Like, sis, you're acting like a wuss. Come on, do something. Help out your team. You had more than enough manpower and fuel. You were sitting there doing nothing. You had a pack gun that could have literally stopped you from losing that entire side. I'm just dumbfounded by your actions. And now, the goddamn Soviet Air Force is on overdrive because of all the Sturmovik strikes. So now you have constant planes flying overhead, slowly pushing back Aval and Arzul, which is hilarious for Ollie and Atlee, for just, again, getting so many planes that they're literally just pushing back all the infantry on that side, just consistently. And now it's just like, okay, if the Germans are there, how do we keep pushing them back? Well, they had an AT gun there. Looks like they might try to recrew it. Yeah, yep. They're pushing up with the Panther versus all that infantry. I see big problems coming ahead. Why? Because all the... Yep, there we go. All the AT grenades. Just throw all of them. Stuka opening fire. Causing a little bit of damage. Actually getting some nice hits on the Su-85 and the mortar itself. And actually maybe even knocking out the... Was that an AT gun? Yep, AT gun. Nice. That was a good Stuka. Good job. What, you still... Oh, you're Vet 2 now. Very cool. Right now, again, the Soviets are just keeping them down in their base, which is not a bad idea. Use artillery to kind of keep them in. On the right, there seems to be a small push, but overall... Oh, my God. Please tell me you're using a Wolverine. Just wonderful. Yeah, use a Wolverine against a Panther. As you can see, not doing all that much. Su-85 moving up, but the Panther could easily get a single shot on and murder it if it got in range, but it's not. Penal troops rushing out on that because, again, Satchel, baby. But, yeah, just not working. We have another airstrike, looks like, coming in. That'll push back the infantry. And, by the way, it will keep hitting that infantry because the radius is in the base. And because you have, you know, Stern Pioneers healing, it's going to cause more damage to it. So, great. And by what I mean by that is if you don't know, if it's something's healing or repairing or building, it's more vulnerable to attack. So you can easily hurt it. Looks like they do have AA in the sector, which is helping shoot a lot of that stuff, a lot of the planes down, which is helpful because the Germans need something. Right now, they're being pushed all the way back to their base. We have random. Oh my God. All right, cool. We had a random Obosedan squad that kind of went back there, kind of kicked Gamer's butt by killing everything he owned dear. And the howitzer got knocked out. Wasn't there two? If I recall correctly. Weren't there two howitzers like right next to each other? Looks like they're placing another one over here, close to the base and up to Ardia, which is not a bad idea. Again, more artillery coming in, which is crippling the king or keeping it that way. Obosedan moving on up. We have three Su-85s trying to snipe. Not really much in terms of anti-infantry, which maybe that T-34 should kind of move up and support. We have a SAR artillery coming down, I want to say, in that sector. Yeah, sector artillery, sorry. Not SAR artillery. SAR artillery goes over a key point. Sector artillery just kind of just does a nice RD fire over the entire sector. Not really concentrated on one tiny, like, point. We have a Stuart kind of holding mid, but looks like it got pushed back. And maybe, finally, because of the overextended allied line, well, at least for Terra and Gamer, not really so for these two, are doing pretty damn well holding the Germans back at their base. Still. Stuka opening fire, I'm assuming going to hit all this stuff over here. Nope, it's going to hit the guy that was capturing the point that retreated. Alrighty. So it looks like there's a chance. There's not even a chance. It looks like they're pretty much just trying to focus everything they have. They recapture the right-hand side and mid, which is probably going to be unlikely. I'm assuming the Soviets maybe laid some mines. They are getting AA capabilities, so at least that will help. By the way, none of them quit. So in case you're wondering, oh, it was just AI. No, it wasn't. Nice job with the half track to kind of shoot down all the Sturmviks that kept coming in and Wrecking shop, which, by the way, if they call all 3 at the same time, I want to see that. I want to see 6 planes coming in, just lighting up the area. That would be awesome. And then add a P-47, because why the heck not? Yeah, we have a satchel charge going in, but he's not paying attention. So, yeah, goodbye to your really highly vetted forces. We have a Panther going around, but even against, look, against a Wolverine, it'll do a lot. Against a Jackson, not so much. Sturm Pioneer Squad, though, gonna keep firing shots. Maybe can help neutralize the Jackson, but it's gonna focus on the higher level Sherman. Stuka bombs coming in, but not really hitting a major target. Oh, there we go. He hit the AT gun. Sturm Pioneer still trying to hold on out. But alas, penal troops will probably own the day. More airstrikes on the left, by the way, as they push in on the base and neutralize more stuff. Oh god, those poor troops. They're just trying to retreat, and artillery comes in. Oh my god. And Katusha finishes them off. Wow. That's a dick move. That's a great dick move. Yeah, he's gonna be like, alright, fuck it, I'm done. I'm out. Peace. I'm leaving my base. I'm done. I've lost most of my men. The King Tiger looks like he's pushing on right, which is actually a good idea because this guy is easily the weakest link. Okay, this is where you deploy units from a building. You have any units that can be deployed from a building. You don't. Okay, well, rush up and grab that Sherman because you can use any armor you can get. Also, kill the Sherman if you don't mind. Come on. Oh, wow. I love that he just popped the smoke right on the Panther. Looks like we got the Panther moving on the Su-76. If they keep bouncing shells, the 76 should lose against the Panther. Do you have any infantry support? You have this guy who can probably throw an AT grenade. Come on, fire. There we go. He's going to cripple this thing, but again, they can get inside the Sherman, pull that thing back. That's still worth it. And the Panther should be protected by the Tiger, so again, should be fun. Meanwhile, Red is being utterly destroyed, which is where they should have pushed. Red, no offense, Gamer sucks. Like, I'm being honest, he's not that great. And now the Axis realize this and like, oh god, we can actually make headway. It's like, god damn. But that being said, it's too late. Where the allies are already in your base. It's too far gone. You are making headway, but the enemy's already doing enough to destroy your base and literally say and be like, hey, you can't make anything else. Like, sorry, that's not gonna happen. It looks like we have artillery coming down here, which could do a little bit of damage. We have a Stuka bomb coming in, doing quite a bit to the Su-85s. More bombing strikes coming in, and artillery. But yeah, it's just not enough. The Axis threw everything at it right, but now they need to cripple all this. And a good combination, again, from looking what they have, would have been probably a mix of select artillery with recon and then bringing up a large armor. Like, if they can bring up a large armor force and just rush this point, that'll be fine. But right now, all I see is this one Command Panther. It's just not going to be enough. The Su-85 is just going to keep sniping it. Panzerwerfer's opening fire. I'm assuming they're going to hit this region. Nice shot at killing that. There was a lot of artillery from the Panzerwerfer. Did a little bit against the armor, but not all that much. Panther just holding there. Nice shot. The T-34 76. They can try to neutralize that thing while flanking, but he's providing recon and helpful support for the Su-85s, which are just slowly sniping the armor and backing up slowly, which is great. And now we have another airstrike coming in. Oh boy. Goddamn. We have a flanking maneuver going in, but again, the conscripts are covering it, crippling the Panthers, so it can't come around. Starvik strike coming in, hurting a lot more of the infantry. Additional armor coming in to support. LSR artillery is coming down, but oh, there we go. That's a good hit. And right now, they're just taking so much of a beating, they can't push up and take back anything else. Even though they honestly could, like, they do a good push right here, they could probably break most of these guys through this. Well, no, he has too many Su-76s. They could give it a hell of a try in doing a lot of damage, but yeah, right now it's Ollie and the other guy just pushing on their base. That's making it very hard to do it. And it's kind of sad. It's sad for the Axis, because if they actually had a decent player who could take advantage of the left, they might have been able to be fine, because that would have probably put enough pressure to pull some of their forces back. But alas, it was just not enough. Anyway, oh boy, there goes the Stuke half track, a little too close up, being hit by artillery, which is actually sad, because you figure they would kind of see the artillery coming and kind of dodge it and not be, you know, wrecked. But that's just me. Panther rolling on in. What? Oh, right, the 240mm barrage. Just seeing this area, right? Armor's still waiting on the right. Just healing up, ready to go. More Katyusha fire coming in, just hitting this sector. Oh, and do we have any other assaults? Like, does anyone else have anything? Sisu has a ton of infantry, a lot of Panthers that kind of need repairs. But, you know, are they actually repairing? Okay, they are repairing. I was going to say, if they're not repairing, this is not good. But meanwhile, it looks like there's enough pressure in mid that's kind of breaking them up. Avaloran still has his armor. Like, it's still one saving grace. At least he has a lot of armor and forces still alive, even though he lost his base. Like, I'll give him that. Conscripts kind of just rushing in. Artillery's breaking up that mechanized building. Kintyre kills off the lost Sturm Pioneers, but once again, the goddamn Russian Air Force is wrecking. Luckily, they shot down one plane. Maybe they can shoot down the second one really soon, and that way it doesn't keep doing damage. Right now, they need to focus on killing a lot of these units. I mean, and conscripts. Looks like we have Satchel going down, which is probably going to cripple that tank. Yep. They did kill one, so that's good. Looks like we have another Stormvic strike, I assume, coming in. Yep, here it comes. Looks like it's going to crash into the building. Actually, a lot of shots hit the buildings. That's positive. Like, it's hitting the building and then hitting here. So very nice. But overall, these guys are so clustered. Su-85 is trying to use this opportunity for a flank, but... And yeah, nice job with the conscripts, keeping them in front so they can throw AT grenades, kind of cripple any armor that comes in. Nice idea, very nice idea. Anyway, they are very grouped up, so a Stuka bomb or strike might be able to do a death blow to them, but I don't know. I'm just not seeing like a ton of coordination on the Allied side, or the Axis side, sorry. Allied, yes, these guys are definitely working in tandem. There's smoke coming in trying to help, and oh look, they actually saved it. Cool. And it looks like now they're using direct fire on this point to try to kill it. Yep, they're trying. They're trying to use direct fire. Come on, survive! Aw, oh, damn it. All this armor coming in. We have a Stuka bomb. Couldn't do a lot. Does a little bit of damage, enough. Now the armor's going in. This is the time to either break this armor or die. Do or die time. Unfortunately, the Su-85s are highly vetted enough and pretty good maneuverability, so they're just going to back up a little bit and keep on firing. Luckily, one of them got knocked out. We have a ton of conscripts that can throw AT grenades. Nice shot there. Once again, Panzerwerfer, you could be hitting this infantry. He could be hitting the infantry. Panther kind of being blocked. Nice airstrike, by the way. Wait, I'm sorry. Airstrike. What am I saying? Nice snipe shot. Goddamn. I just hear the plane. I'm like, oh, nice airstrike. It's like, no, they just sniped it with the tank. Oh, can we get another shot? Oh, there it goes. They're still healing it, which is keeping it alive. Su-85 is being pushed back. We still have a second one on standby. But the Katyusha's also there. Again, it's like the Battle of Kursk where they broke through the initial front line. But unfortunately, they just couldn't hit any of the like major like hard points. Oh, nice job with the smoke, making it very hard for the Su-85 to see and bringing them up, allowing Panther to get close, maybe flank around. Come on, flanking maneuver. Katyushas are still back, so I see a lot of death. Come on. That's a good kill with the King. Now kill the Katyusha. Come on. You know you want to. So, unfortunately, that means Ollie and Atlee just lost a lot of their forces from a great counterattack from the Allied side. Now, I'm sorry, the Axis side. Now the Axis should do one smart thing and heal this guy's poor base that's been just dead for the last 15 minutes or so. Okay, probably closer to 10, but still. Just kill everything they have with the king. Just have the king bring down the building. Come on, king. Come on. Come on, king. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it now. What is it? It's bringing that. It's not B4. I hate to break it to you. Oh, they're trying to clear all the way to the base. Okay, I see what's going on. They don't have time. Why is this guy pushing on the left? Dude, do you not see what they've done on the right? It's like you should send that infantry and be thanking them for breaking up. Oh my god. They're still advancing. They're still pushing them back. I don't think it's going to keep going. Vehicle crews are tougher than they look. Yeah, when you have them with Thompson, of course they're tougher. What's this Panther doing? I don't know. I don't know. It should be up in the front helping, but I don't know. Oh my god, command tank barely holding Su-85s. Come on, move that tank up. What's going on? It could have helped with that Tiger and everything against the Su-85s. Meanwhile, we have this thing hiding on the right. We have all this infantry dying in mid. I guess artillery is going to come in and start wrecking it. Yep, satchels are going out now. It's going to probably hit some of their own men. Yeah, it does. It's like, guys, instead of focusing in mid, which is a death trap, focus on right. You're doing better. Oh, now think of what happens if that actually tank was actually supporting the king. That thing would have done well. Now, unfortunately, while this thing does have speed and maneuverability, AT grenade's going to pin it. Yep, there it goes. And now, if that thing was supporting the king, it probably would have helped survive and maybe, get another couple hits. Unfortunately, just not the case. Looks like you got another command tank, which is good. But, alas, their coordinated effort just wasn't enough. And I'm assuming at more airstrikes. Yep, Snarvik strike coming in, pushing them back. Oh boy. That 4-star Panther's like, I'm just leaving. I'm done. Bye. It's not like the Axis don't have an army. They still have a rather large army, especially compared to the Allies. Just right now, the command points are so low that you just don't have enough. Holy shit, that was a good Stuka. Just cleared this point. I love the fact that this guy stole the Wolverine, by the way. It's like, of all units to steal, you stole the freaking Wolverine. Whatever. Wait a second. No, you can't decrew it. Fuck. Get infantry there. Get it. Move, you're almost done. You moron. Move it. Oh my god. What's your rank? What's your rank? I want to know. I want to know, Nova. You're okay. You have more than enough time. Move your men. Move. 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 I like to move it. Move it. You should move it. Move it. Come on. God damn it. Move. Okay, he doesn't care at this point. He doesn't care. Even though he... GG. God damn it. Frick, this guy has to come in and be like, I'll try to hold the point. Panzerwerfer coming in, hitting his own... suppressing his own men. America wins again. No! Okay. Oh my god. Okay, first off, America, you were probably the worst player on this side. You did terrible. Like, I'm pointing it out. Like, let me double check. Yeah, you did atrocious in damage and kills. Best player was Ollie and Atlee. Hands down, coordination and key. They did get pushed back by a gigantic armor battle, but I don't care. Like, again, they still were able to hold their side. Even though, technically, if you guys would have sent your reinforcements to break right, that right side would have been smashed. It would have been utterly smashed. You guys failed at bringing up infantry. The German players did. I'm referring to them. And yeah, Gamer, you couldn't even take back a side which had nothing on it. So stop talking. Terror did pretty good. Again, I'm not saying he did wasn't amazing, but the Su-76s were fine. And I would say the satchel charges from the penal troops were the thing that really helped turn the tide. Yeah. What else? And then Ollie and Atlee were both fantastic. They did a ton of damage. They did a lot of good work, and we were able to retake their side. So very good job on that part. Meanwhile, we have the best player on the German side being very close to Azrael and Avaloran. Again, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that name. You did fantastic with the situation you were dealt with. You were literally stuck in your base without literally being able to spawn more units, and you somehow did better than the guy on the far left side who had everything. It's like, come on. It's like, seriously. Once again, Nova did okay. Again, it's like, come on, guys, move up stuff. Azrael was the only guy who was like, I'm actually going to try to win this. And by God, he tried. He tried so freaking hard. But he did get a lot of damage. And again, I did like the counterattack on the right-hand side. They pushed so far. So freaking far. But alas, it just wasn't enough. It was a good attempt. But alas, it just wasn't enough. And if we look here, the Allies had more than enough manpower and fuel to where even though they took a ton of losses, they could easily get it back. Where the Germans it wasn't the case. They just couldn't. They just spent all the reserves on that attack. They had nothing else left to really back it up. But in any case, guys, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Joey, Ace, Lobo, Leo, Nick, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock and help me do what I do. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.